Now, I think we need this morning, don't we? If you are trying to keep the cost down at mealtimes, using up what's left in the cupboard and trying to keep it simple is key.
Jack O'Keefe has a crowd pleaser for us all this morning. A cheap and cheerful pasta ragu. Good morning to you, Jack.
Good morning.
I was sort of saying earlier on, I was like, you're cooking one of my favourite things now, and I just call it mince in the pan.
Mince in the pan,
Mince in the pan.
And look, we won't offend any Italians at home or whatever, but that's all it is. You know, it's mince in a pan, and you can make so many different meals out of it. And that's why when the guys ask me, Jack, do you have any kind of family favourites, budget-busting, cheap meals for the midweek for people to cook? Look, it has to be a bolognese, or as I call it, a ragu, because it can be anything, right?
Can I say to you, so on this, you've got half mince, half pork, though?
Exactly, because you know I love the fatty mince.
Half beef mince, half pork.
Half beef, half pork, nice and fatty. The fat equals flavour, and it's delicious, right?
Why are you mixing it, though?
Because of the flavour of the fat from the pork and the beef. Pork's also a little bit cheaper, where beef mince can be a little bit more expensive, so you're kind of increasing it on. Like what I have here in front of me, the one I prepared earlier, and that's only a half a packet of each, if you know what I mean.
So, right, yeah.
The two big packets, they're what, €4? That's €8 for a family of 8 almost, or a family of 6.
You get
huge ragu.
The key is, right, I did it off here because we didn't have time, is I browned off the meat in a really hot pan, as if you're cooking a steak. Get that pan smoking hot, fire alarms going off, firemen are at your door, posting for a calendar, popping in the mince into that hot pan with loads of oil, loads of salt.
Can I ask you quickly, the juice that comes out of it, though, do you pour out that juice, or do you burn it right down so it's dissolved off?
If you're buying a fattier content of meat, I'd always cook it off. Let the flavour of the fat go into the meat. But if you're health conscious, obviously, and you're trying to watch your weight or you're trying to cut down, that is great. As you said off air, get a bit of Bounty, tap it on. Or what you can do is you can actually strain it in a colander as well. That's another way of doing it. So once the mince comes out, you can see the pan is nice and dry. A little bit of olive oil in, some diced onion. Just one onion is perfectly fine. And as I said, bolognese can sometimes take about half an hour to an hour to cook. This is really quick, right? Onion goes in, medium to high heat.
It's like the one thing I actually cook, Jack. I cook a spaghetti bolognese.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'd be interested if you do it like this now. Do you use a can of tin tomatoes?
No.
Oh, okay then. Do you just use the ragu sauce?
He's keeping it close. It's secret.
I add all my own little things.
There's nothing better than the onions and just dolphin it in. Okay.
Cut the onions and stuff.
Once the onions go in, it starts to turn golden after about a minute or two. In with about 4 cloves of garlic. Loads of garlic. Wow. You want to be reeking of it. Some rosemary from the garden, completely optional. If you have it growing around your house, it's fine. Thyme, sage, all that will be fine. Just roughly chop it up, bung it in, like so. Tomato puree from the little toothpaste style squeeze thing. The reason I'm using this and not chopped tomatoes, I'm a big fan of the really good, more expensive canned tomatoes in the supermarkets.
Okay.
However, if you're only 2 people at home, you open a can of tomatoes, you're going, oh God, what do I do with these now?
And you have to boil it down, takes forever, doesn't it?
Whereas tomato paste is cheaper and there's an incredible shelf life on it. So if you only use a tiny bit,
but like if
put it back in your fridge.
You're going to make a big family meal out of this. That's the idea. So you're going to be using a lot of it.
That's an awful lot of the paste.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was only like a squeeze of it.
No, in the recipe, I think I put on 4 tablespoons of it.
Did you?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Okay.
And then some dark brown sugar for flavour, just to give that sweetness to it. I'm going to pop up this heat. Doesn't seem to be wanting to cook.
There you go.
See a sizzle there. Here we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you can smell the garlic, can't you?
What you want to do is wait, like what we say, cook garlic until it's fragrant, until you can stink the house out. Don't let it burn, because it'll distaste the entire bolognese. Pop your meat back in then.
So basically, you've just browned it at the start. It's not cooked yet. Yeah. You don't have to be, because you're still a good bit of cooking to do. And
then your pasta water, like so. And this is what makes the saucy consistency.
Why? Why pasta water?
Because that lovely starchiness that comes out of the pasta while it's boiling in the hot water, and it's salted, and there's flavour of pasta in it. It's almost like a natural vegetable stock that you have beside you for cooking.
And is that your ragu now?
And that's it.
No, the creme fraiche.
At the end.
Oh, sorry.
Jumping the gun. Right,
okay,
cook that
this
down.
This is a new one. I didn't know this.
Cook that down for about 10 minutes. Imagine that is reduced down. The tomato paste is blended in, and it's all nice and thick. Takes about 3 or 4 tablespoons of creme fraiche. Pop it in, along with a hefty amount of Parmesan or Grana Padano.
You put the Parmesan in now.
Straight in, and that's what's going to give it that nice, unctuous, creamy sauce. Toss it. You want to make a mess, or else stir it. Watch the shirt.
Oh yeah, exactly. Careful.
Right, and that's it. So when you come over here,
why the creme fraiche? Sorry.
Because, look, normally enough for the traditional ragu bolognese, you would put either milk or cream in. it's just cheaper. And I love the creme fraiche. It gives that luxuriousness the cream gives, but again, longer shelf life, lasts in the fridge, and it's brilliant with so many different uses.
OK, it's time to
There's
taste,
the one we prepared earlier.
it?
So see the way it's reduced down? It's nice and thick. Absolutely fantastic. And again, you can leave this overnight and it gets even better. I'm just going to loosen it up.
Yeah, I love it the next day.
Some pappardelle that's been cooked for about 8 minutes goes in.
But you're putting it into the, see?
Straight in. Oh, you have to toss it. You have to cover it.
And every time I make it, I forget to do that until it's on the plate and I go, oh, it's done now.
We're a minute, Jack. The countdown is on.
Ready?
Oh, look, he loves this. He's showing off this morning, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
But that's quick,
really bring
isn't
my
it?
own cleaner with me.
Like, that would be, say, what, 20 minutes and that's done?
Yeah. I finished it off with a little bit of parmesan, a little bit of creme fraiche, and just to really thicken it up and make it really luxurious. And make a massive mess.
Oh, come on, we're waiting. The two of us here are going, come on.
I can hear you dripping onto the table.
So, and why do you like that pasta now in particular?
Because look, I love pappardelle. It's a thicker version of tagliatelle and fettuccine. The meat clinks it better.
I have loads of mince on mine.
You can.
I have loads of go on, throw it over here. Right, Al.
You're
not getting any parmesan. I'll have some more parmesan, Jack.
Right, make it snow with the parmesan then.
Oh, yeah.
I must be the messiest chef you have in here.
Look at that,
is me. Yeah, this is me. I love this now. Oh, sorry. Did we show
Smells
it?
delicious.
Did we show it?
Come on.
Sorry for everyone at home watching. Did we show it?
Yeah, we sure have. Go on. I think it's time for a break, isn't it, Jack? We'll keep after this. Find you on Instagram.
Guys. On your Instagram. Is this on your Instagram?
Could be, yeah, fair enough.
Well, it is today now.
It will be. It's delicious. Now, still to come. If you're looking to get on the property ladder, which I'm sure a lot of people are out there, we'll get to discuss budget 2022 with you.
After the break, we'll see you in a minute. Be all right.
Beautiful.